ability to code. The main objective of this project is just to develop a device which separates the normal code chip behavior from those of deviant. Just a separation from the normal one from the deviant code chip, which shows the deviant code chip. So to understand this project, we need to know some basics for this. So what are fruit flies? The fruit flies are small insects which feed mostly on some vegetables, fruits, something like that. And they have a very good quality. They reproduce extremely quickly. The reproduction, this is what very important in my project. And there are basically two groups here. Two groups in the fruit flies. They are Drosophilidae and Tephrotidae. I am focusing only on Drosophilidae here. Alright. So behavior involved in mating process in Drosophila melanogaster. So behavior means the flies make some decision, yes or no. In something like in egg laying, some behaviors which includes like egg laying, mate choice. Something they have a lot of things to do to make a decision, yes or no. And we focus only on the mate choice here. And next is to woo a female. That is, to woo a female, the male fly performs some stereotypical shoot of courtship behavior, which ultimately culminate in mounting for copulation. So this is what the hero impresses the heroine, so ultimately copulate with her. So the behavior includes lot of steps here. The orienting, tapping, singing, licking, curling, and copulating. So first is orienting. Orienting is where our hero finds the heroine, the beautiful, attractive heroine. Then he allows her until he gets the signal to approach. And next is tapping. So then when he found the heroine, he located her and he taps her up. Let's take to the flies. So he taps her abdomen with his foreleg. So this is like a signal. I want you. He signals. Yeah. This is what decision making comes into the picture. So now singing is, so the heroine won't impress not that easily. So the hero should impress the heroine by doing stuff. So here the hero sings for. No? So what the fly do means, the fly vibrates his wings. So like the wings backside vibrates like this, so it makes some sound. So that is what singing. So I think this is because the male fly asks the female fly, just open your wings. Something like remove your pants. So next is licking. When like the female has a decision now. So if he likes the hero, then she proceeds, like female allows him to explore her. So this is the taste. So the male fly tastes the female's abdomen. So it allows to lick the abdomen. Then it ultimately mounts on us. When he finally mounts successfully, then successfully copulates finally. So it curls on. I want to show something here. So this is orienting. So where the jack finds the rose and he taps her, and this is not like every night in my dreams. This is different one. so licking, curling, and finally when he successfully mounts on that, he starts copulation. I want to show some video. Let's add some masala for this. Any masala means what is in English? Spice. Spices. Let's make it some spice.
I think I'm gonna leave.
You all are adults, right? Okay. Wait. She opens like the wings like this, like he requesting that female open your wings. When like he loves her, then the game starts. Alright, let's back to
Work.
where is this? Yeah. So this is what when the Dr. Baum gave me the material, the article, I don't know what exactly the courtship means. So I found something. This is all the information I collected. This video it was like Dr. Baum gave me this video to understand more about this.
Selling fly porn.
So now coming to my this is all about my introduction to my project. Now coming to my project. So the flies always makes a decision. Like female flies make decision and the male flies always they have some behavioral study, right? So to study the behavioral brain behavioral studies, so we require brain behavioral analysis. So Fleegate Runter is a device, one kind of device which is used to analyze the courtship mutants here. So Dr. Baum, along with Greg Books and Master Frank in the machine shop, they worked together. They developed a device. They engineered a device which could capture rivotens from mutant courtship behavior. So they developed what the thing is. They developed a device. So they worked in Hall Lab at Brandis. So what the device will do means, so device is like where it has several levels. When the male comes to female, when it tries to coat on that, it drops to the next level because the hole is there. I will show in the next slide. So we need to develop that device. So what we need some 10 levels. The device is made with the plexiglass, each of which has a female mounted in front of a crescent shaped hole. So in front of a hole, the female is mounted. So when the male comes to coat the female, then the male drops into the next level. Got it? Because it doesn't have the balance. When it tries to mount on that, it doesn't have the balance on that, so it drops to the next level. The next males introduced into the chamber coat. It's like from the chamber coat, from the loading level, we can introduce the males. And this is like for every 9 seconds, the suction, vacuum suction, it sucks the males down under. This is our device. From the loading level, we will load the male flies here. You can see the hole here, the perforated, the crescent shaped hole. Here the hole, here is the hole, here is the, like for each level it was like other side. If you go this from this side is from other side the hole is there. So when the male successfully coat on the female, it drops to the next level. And the male comes here, and there is another heroine. He comes to here, I like you, then you go down, like this. This is something like that. So this is the target level. All levels look like this. And what else? Like for every 9 seconds, the male is sucked in this way, vacuum pulses. This is fixed in this base perfectly. These are a number of individual trials which they did. Here the female is a target, and the males, wild type males are introduced into wild type females which are already there. So here you can see here, like at each level, the number of flies here. So in the first level, 1 fly. In the fourth level, 1 fly. So something like that. So they did all the large number of eight trials, and they summed all the values, and they made one more graph, something like so all of that. So this is wild type. When the wild type, you can see the distribution here. This is wild type. This is mutant true 4, and this is another mutant. So this is clear. Where the wild type male successfully codes the female, like it distributed equally, something like in every level it was distributed. In the mutants, only the first 2-3 are levels, something like that. Here, no, not more than third level. It didn't cross the not more than third, because the codeship is suppressed in the mutants. This average means 5.2. That it stays maximum here, and the n equal to 7 means they did some seven trials. They summed that. I mean, in the before diagram is a different one. This is just an example. Like they did something like all the samples, and they summed that, and they made graphs like this. And in the last one, you can see it was like only 0.5, like something like it always stays in the first level. I mean, the courtship behavior is suppressed in that. So this is what Dr. Baum and his friends did. So what I have to do in this project is I have to analyze all the data which is collected. So to analyze the data, we need some statistics comes into the picture here. To analyze this kind of data, the chi-square test is like this statistics I learned is just from the last 3 days. Like he told me that the chi-square works here, so I learned chi-square. So how the chi-square works, I will explain you with an example. So chi-square, it's a statistical test which is used to compare the observed data with what you expect according to a specific hypothesis. Chi-square means sum of the square differences between observed and expected value divided by the expected. So this is the formula, and the chi-square test is always used to test for the goodness to fit. So that's what ultimately every scientist wants. So between observed and expected value from several laboratory investigations. So let's take an example so that it will be clear for you. Yeah. So let's do some to take P plants. This capital G is green, small g is yellow. Consider when we cross green and yellow P plants, the green is dominant, right? So how will it be like this? Let's try to do a Punnett square here. So three greens, one yellow. So it is 3:1 ratio, right? Yeah. So when we cross, how many plants? There are total 1,000 plants. In that, what they observed is 725 plants are with green. So green are 725. This is observed values, and yellow are 275 value. I took some simple, easy numbers, so that. So this is a step-by-step procedure for this. The first step is state the hypothesis. What the hypothesis? Green is dominant. It is it crossed like 3:1 ratio, and gather the data by conducting proper experiment. So after the experiment, we can collect data. Data O is observed value, and E is expected value. Okay, and determine the expected numbers from each observation. Okay. So what is observed value of green? 725, and expected value. Sorry, it's green. This is yellow. This is observed value. This is expected value. So expected value is 3:1 ratio means in 1,000 plants, what is 3:1? 750, 250. Yeah. So what is deviation? Deviation means difference between observed and expected.
25.
This is
25.
25. This is minus 25. And deviation square by the chi-square formula is sum of the deviation square by expected value. So deviation square is 625. By expected is 750. deviation square is 625, my expected is 250. So when you add this, you will get the chi-square. So chi-square value is something around 3.33. I got something around 3.33. Yeah. And finally, we have to round the figure to two significant digits. Like after the decimal, it should be only two significant digits. And next is use the chi-square distribution table. I have the table here, and determine the degrees of freedom. Degrees of freedom means number of categories minus 1. Here we have, how many categories we have here?
2.
2 categories. So what is degrees of freedom?
1.
So locate the value closest to your calculated value. So degrees of freedom is this one. So this is 1 degree of freedom. So in this, where we are? We are close
L.
to something around 0.05. Something here. Our value is something
3 point.
greater than 0.05, right? So move up the column and determine the p value. So p is probability. So finally we are something, our chi-square is greater than 0.05, right? So next, our conclusion. How we will conclude means, if the p value calculated is greater than 0.05, then you do not reject null hypothesis. I mean, that does not mean you accept it. You do not reject it. So the green is dominant, it's okay, but it is not perfect. And if the p value is less than 0.05, obviously you will reject, because there is very less probability to do that. So something like if the p value is 0.6, for example, means that 60% of probability that any deviation from expected is due to chance only. So if it is 0.01, it is only 1% of chance that the deviation is due to chance. So that's it, and I would like to thank firstly my first mentor, Dr. Perez Barestero, because the advice you gave me at the end of the semester it changed my life, I think, because all my friends, Sarah and Elise, like, they are very far from me. We have the same syllabus, we have the same work, but they are doing very better than me, because I'm not excelling in your lab. I know my kind of work is something which is different from, yeah. So thanks for the advice, Professor. And you told me to speak with another professor. That's why I went to Dr. Masa. And I would like to thank Dr. Masa for his moral support for me. And I did one mistake in my, when I came to here, I did some mistake. Still I am not coming out of it. I would like to thank Dr. Baum. He's just unbelievable. Like he gave me this is like this stuff is quite interesting stuff for a guy can I know. Next is Dr. Sarjinder Singh. Like I'm working under him to help me this analysis, statistical analysis, and Greg Books, who helped Dr. Baum, who did all this. Yeah, if you ask questions, you will use a grade.
All right.